to come back until much later that night. When I returned, my wife was asleep in our bedroom, and the house was quiet. Since then, things have only gotten worse. My wife refuses to acknowledge any wrongdoing or take responsibility for her hurtful words. She continues to act as if nothing is wrong, and her daily routine of waking up late, scrolling through her phone, and minimally interacting with the kids persists. My mother-in-law and Nanny continue to pick up the slack, helping with the children and household chores. Despite my efforts to communicate and seek resolution, my wife remains emotionally distant and dismissive of my feelings. Our marriage counseling sessions have been unproductive, with her consistently deflecting and blaming me for her unhappiness. It's clear that she's not interested in putting in the work to improve our relationship. I reached a breaking point after another heated argument where she accused me of not doing enough and being the root cause of all her problems. I realized that staying in this toxic environment was not only detrimental to my mental health, but also setting a poor example for our children. I consulted with my lawyer again, finalizing the details of our separation agreement. It was a difficult decision, but I knew it was necessary for my own well-being and the well-being of our kids. I officially filed for divorce and served her with the papers. Her reaction was explosive, as expected, but I remained calm and firm in my decision. In the weeks following the filing, I've noticed a significant shift in my own mental state. The weight of constant criticism and emotional abuse has lifted, and I've been able to focus more on my own happiness and being a better father to my children. We've established a new routine that works for us, and I'm committed to providing a stable and loving environment for them. My wife, on the other hand, continues to struggle with accepting the reality of our situation. She oscillates between anger and denial, often trying to manipulate me into reconsidering the divorce. However, I've made it clear that this is the best path forward for all of us. As for my extended family and friends, their support has been unwavering. They've helped me navigate this challenging period and reassured me that I made the right decision. My mother-in-law, despite her own health challenges, has been incredibly supportive and has expressed her hope that my wife will eventually seek the help she needs. Looking back, I realized that I allowed myself to endure years of emotional neglect and mistreatment, believing that sacrificing my own happiness was necessary for the sake of my family. But now I understand that a healthy and happy parent is far more valuable to my children than a broken and resentful one. I continue to attend therapy, finding solace in the progress I'm making and the clarity it brings. My therapist has been instrumental in helping me rebuild my self-esteem and set boundaries. I'm hopeful for the future, knowing that I have the strength and support to move forward. To anyone in a similar situation, I urge you to prioritize your own well-being. It's easy to lose yourself in the demands of family and relationships, but you deserve happiness and respect. Don't be afraid to seek help and make difficult decisions if it means creating a better life for yourself and your loved ones. This journey has been incredibly challenging, but I'm optimistic about the future. My focus now is on healing, growing, and being the best father I can be. Thank you to everyone who offered support, advice, and kind words along the way. Your encouragement has meant more than I can express. As I close this chapter, I look forward to the new beginnings that await me and my children. While the road ahead may still have its challenges, I am confident that we've turned a corner toward a brighter and more fulfilling future. I'm really sorry to hear about what you're going through. It sounds incredibly tough and complicated. Here's some guidance and reflections based on your situation. Reflection and analysis. Communication breakdown. It seems like there's a significant communication breakdown between you and your wife. Despite your attempts to share your feelings, it appears your wife either dismisses or one-ups your struggles, leading to a sense of isolation and frustration. Mental health considerations. Your wife may be dealing with postpartum depression or other mental health issues that are impacting her behavior and perspective. Despite your efforts to get her to seek therapy, her refusal adds to the stress and challenges in your marriage. Support system. You've done an admirable job of creating a support system for your wife, including hiring a nanny and having your mother-in-law involved. Yet, it seems your wife doesn't acknowledge these efforts, making you feel underappreciated and overwhelmed. Therapeutic intervention. You both tried marriage counseling, which unfortunately didn't yield the desired results. Your wife's refusal to acknowledge or engage with the therapist's suggestions indicates a deep-seated issue that goes beyond typical marital strife. Impact on children. Your main concern is the well-being of your children. You worry that a divorce might harm them, yet the current toxic environment could also be detrimental to their development and sense of stability. Possible actions. Continued therapy for yourself. Maintain your personal therapy sessions. This support can help you navigate your feelings and make informed decisions about your future. Document everything, keep a detailed record of events, conversations, and behaviors. This will be crucial if you decide to proceed with a divorce or need to seek custody arrangements. Seek legal advice. You've already consulted with lawyers and have a draft settlement. It might be time to revisit these plans and prepare for the possibility of legal separation or divorce. Family mediation. Consider a professional mediator who can facilitate conversations between you and your wife in a structured manner. This could help address specific issues and create a plan for co-parenting and household responsibilities. Focus on children. Prioritize your children's emotional and psychological well-being. Ensure they have access to supportive adults, stability, and a nurturing environment, despite the marital discord. Self-care and support network. Lean on your support network, including friends, family, and online communities. Take care of your physical health and mental well-being, as you need to be in a strong position to support your children and make critical decisions. Final thoughts. Your situation is incredibly challenging, and there's no easy solution. It's important to recognize your efforts and dedication to your family, despite the lack of acknowledgement from your wife. Prioritize your mental health and your children's well-being as you navigate this difficult time. Remember, seeking external support and professional guidance is a sign of strength, not weakness. Deepening the analysis. Emotional neglect and dismissal. Your wife's tendency to dismiss your feelings and experiences can be indicative of emotional neglect. This form of neglect can be as damaging as more overt forms of abuse, because it invalidates your feelings and experiences, leading to feelings of isolation and unworthiness. Her one-upping of your struggles may be a defensive mechanism or a sign of her own emotional distress, but it ultimately undermines your well-being and the health of your relationship. Impact of postpartum depression. If your wife is indeed suffering from postpartum depression, her ability to empathize, communicate effectively, and engage in problem-solving may be severely compromised. Postpartum depression can cause significant mood swings, irritability, and a lack of interest in activities and relationships, which could explain her behavior. However, her refusal to seek help is a critical barrier to resolving these issues. Therapeutic resistance. Your wife's refusal to engage meaningfully in marriage counseling is a major obstacle. Therapy requires both partners to be willing participants, open to reflection and change. Her resistance may stem from a fear of vulnerability, an inability to confront her own issues, or a belief that she is not the problem. This dynamic places an unfair burden on you to make the relationship work. Children's psychological health. Children are incredibly perceptive and can pick up on tension and conflict, even if it's not overt. Growing up in a high-conflict household can lead to a range of issues, including anxiety, depression, and difficulty forming healthy relationships. On the other hand, children also benefit from seeing healthy conflict resolution and strong parental support systems. Exploring solutions. Enhanced personal therapy. Continue with your personal therapy and consider focusing on developing coping strategies, resilience, and clarity about your own needs and boundaries. Therapy can also help you process your feelings of anger, resentment, and grief, which are natural responses to your current situation. Setting boundaries. Establish clear boundaries with your wife regarding respectful communication and mutual support. Boundaries are essential for maintaining your mental health and can provide a framework for healthier interactions. Parental counseling. If marriage counseling isn't effective, you might explore the possibility of parental counseling focused on co-parenting strategies. This can help you both develop a cooperative approach to parenting, ensuring that your children receive consistent care and support. Legal and financial planning. Revisit the draft settlement with your lawyer, considering all possible scenarios. Ensure that you are financially prepared for the possibility of divorce, with plans for child support, custody arrangements, and the division of assets. Creating a stable home environment. Whether you stay together or separate, creating a stable and nurturing environment for your children is paramount. This might involve setting up routines, ensuring they have access to supportive adults, and providing them with opportunities for positive social interactions. Self-care and support. Physical health. Engage in regular physical activity, eat healthily, and ensure you get enough rest. Physical well-being is closely linked to mental health and can help you manage stress more effectively. Mindfulness and stress management practices, such as mindfulness meditation, yoga, or deep breathing exercises, can help you manage stress and stay grounded. These techniques can provide you with tools to remain calm and focused, even in challenging situations. Support groups. Consider joining support groups for individuals in similar situations. Sharing your experiences and hearing others' stories can provide validation, insights, and a sense of community. Hobbies and interests. Dedicate time to activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Engaging in hobbies and interests can provide a necessary break from the stress of your home life and contribute to your overall well-being. Looking ahead. Future planning. Think about what you want your future to look like, both with and without your wife. Consider your long-term goals, dreams, and what environment would best support your personal and professional growth, as well as your children's development. Resilience and adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and being adaptable is key to navigating its challenges. Cultivate resilience by focusing on your strengths, learning from past experiences, and being open to new possibilities and perspectives. Empowerment and agency. Empower yourself by taking proactive steps towards your goals, whether they involve repairing your marriage, preparing for a potential separation, or focusing on your personal growth. Remember that you have agency in your life and the ability to make choices that align with your values and needs.